so I ain't turning around. Going forward is the way until I lay in the ground. I'm too turned up, ain't no turning me down. See you later, elevator, let me off at the top. I'm on go, I don't even know how I would stop. I would have to drop right where I'm standing. Even then, it depends on where I'm landing. I got an understanding with a higher being, one that's all-knowing and all-seeing. The mind thinks, I see, body moves. These the rules and the tools I was taught by grooves. Yeah, I pay dues out my own pockets. You reap what you sow, don't lose your profits. They can't stop it, even when they tried. They thought we died, but we multiplied, added up and decided not to divide. On this occasion, equations gon' equal wins. In real life, me and wife about to furnish the den. Closing costs and earnest money is already in. This is something new, we can't do it again. department in the School of Humanities and Sciences. If you don't know Stanford University, it's one of the top universities in the world, really, especially known for their graduate schools, Graduate School of Business, law.
Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
I hope we weren't muted that whole time.
We could have been.
We could have been muted that whole time. We could have been warming up real good, y'all.
Warming up and very muted.
But yeah,
we should be good now.
We should be good now. You were boosted, Matt. Appreciate you, boosted.
Hey, look.
Hey, it's a first episode. We were networking.
We was networking and really talking what's going on. So we bringing it back. We appreciate
you, boosted.
Muted. So we gonna run it back from the top.
We're using StreamYard. We're trying different multi-streaming. We got guests here. Maybe did you want to call your guest back?
Yeah. Let me call my boy, see where he at, and then we'll come back.
I thought it was my phone. I thought it was my phone too. I went to preview it on my laptop and I said, "Oh man, wait a second." We got too excited. We were ready to go. I thought it was my phone.
What's going down?
We still live though. We here.
Okay, no worries.
I appreciate y'all.
We just kicked off the stream, man. We was on mute. We was going in. Hey, nah, it's cool. It's cool. We just messing around. So, man, just pull up. When you come in, there'll be a shell. I don't know which way they'll take you, but we in the back row of the business building, and you'll see my car. It'll be next to like a white van, and then you'll see the house. All right.
Yeah, that was a good warm up.
Multiply,
and now we live and y'all can hear us. Okay, we good. We good now. But yeah, no, I appreciate everybody that was tuning in, even though we were muted.
Tuning in, talking.
Yeah, y'all saw us.
So back, Lab 45 Monday morning mix.
New podcast every morning, every Monday.
New stream every Monday. I'm coming in here to the Lab 45 with Will. We're going to chop it up. We talking sports. We talking music. We talking business.
Stocks, music.
Everything we got going. We talking about that right now. So running it back. Where are we at? We at the Lab 45. That is the premier top, the livest, the tholdest recording studio in the city. Mm-hmm. If you anywhere 45 South going towards Galveston, if you out this way and you looking for recording and you looking for studio time, right off 45, this is the place to be. This is the place to come to. This is the place to get your music done right. We doing clips. We doing streams. We got a streaming station. We got plenty of equipment. We got lights. We got it all.
Yeah, we started shooting videos.
Yeah, we shoot
music
videos
recordings, obviously.
Whatever you need.
Photo shoots,
all that. And so I'm Al Hughes. You know what I mean? This Will Stevens.
Yes, sir.
Professional, top rate audio engineer. We mentioned it a little bit ago, but our whole connection started. I think it was 2011.
Yeah, like 15 years ago.
Yeah, about 15 years ago. I just got a new office space. I got me an office space set up on 2351. Is it anybody familiar with 2351 Clear Lake City Boulevard?
About Clearbrook High School.
Right behind it, the Jim Books building.
Oh yeah.
It got me a spot, and then we had a little extra room in there. Nolan hit me up. I was managing Dope Beezy, Head Records was popping, jumping. We had the merch, all that in there. Been doing that. And Nolan hit me. Hey, I want you to jump on the track. I pulled. He called me, sent me the address. It was in Seabrook, Texas. Pulled up.
Mom and Dad's house.
Will mom and dad house. The booth was in his closet.
Come up into the bedroom.
I'm like, man, this professional top rate equipment in here.
Mm-hmm.
I let them know, say, man, you can make some money. If you want to make some money, come jump down at the spot. You got a place to bring your equipment. And
he had an office spot, but really an empty closet that we kind of converted into our first recording studio.
Yes, sir. And man, it was on and popping since then, man. And I remember we had so many people came through. Was my Sosa Man? I want to say Sosa Man said that was the first time he ever recorded music over there at the spot. Big Pokey, Big Pokey, Doman.
2 Trill.
Yeah, 2 Trill.
1 Young.
And the list goes on. We had a good following, and a lot of people came through there. We did album release parties over there, all kind of big photo shoots. Shout out to Ma'am Couture. They sent a bunch of merch, and Doe did a photo shoot over there. Lil Justin used to come there and record. Justin Tremaine would come in there and do beats.
Yeah, he's still working.
B-Mo from Trade Block, he pulled up before. I think he recorded an EP there. So we had a lot of talent, a lot of people, and it was a lot of people's first studios. A great creative space to facilitate a lot of creativity. So shout out to that spot. But then when I was leaving, I was about to go. I got a new opportunity to move to Austin and work at the University of Texas. And so me and Will went to look for a spot. And we came over here by Dixie, and we were just driving around. And I told him it was like a leprechaun had jumped out. Man, it's like old school cat. He ran, chased the
cowboy hat and all.
Cowboy hat. Hey, y'all looking for a spot? Y'all looking for a spot? And he linked up. Will linked up with him. Got the first studio over here set up. And then a few years later, he kept building and expanded to the location we at now. And so we here. And so lately, I know Will has been and along with recording, I know Will has been audio engineering, teaching classes at San Jacinto, recording at the church.
So a lot of the engineers I have up here are former students because I teach some audio engineering classes at San Jacinto College. So a lot of engineers that work up here were former students of mine as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's been an opportunity. That's really what it's about, man. We're trying to create opportunities and create platforms and just kind of build and just play our part is the main thing. So I've been up here. My background is in the web. So along with managing artists, being in the music business, I also been working for companies, University of Texas, Austin, the Memphis Grizzlies of the NBA, various government institutions, and then now with Stanford University, one of the top universities in the world. I'm with School of Humanities and Sciences, IT, web services team. My role is product owner. So I've been, going out there. It's 100% remote. I think I've been on campus about 12 times now. I definitely would have never had the opportunity to go to Stanford as an undergraduate and be able to see. But seeing the campus and being able to be in the mix and see what they got going on out there has been pretty dope. And so, we here again, the Lab 45 Monday morning mix. We want to talk about music, sports, business, answer questions.
Yeah, really anything that y'all got for the week.
People have for the week.
Recap of the week. Look forward of the week.
Because lately I've been seeing Will. I know up here they've been shooting. What's the name of the vlog series?
First Take Live.
Yeah, First Take Live. You come create clips of the
film
artists
one take of an artist. Yeah, doing one of their vocal takes in the booth kind of thing.
Yeah, so
similar to like the mic drops kind of thing, but a different take of them, kind of filming them, recording a take in the booth.
Yeah, those have been dope. The Twitch streams have been live. The YouTubes, I love it, man. So I said, man, let me come and try to see what we can do and chop it up with you.
Yeah, and we got other shows. Every Thursday we do a stream called Guns Down, Streams Up. And Sunday we do another one called Trill Talk Sunday podcasts. So we're gonna start doing a lot more podcasts on the YouTube and Twitch here at the Lab 45.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But if anybody's in here, you got any questions? I mean, anything. We're kind of just testing stuff out. We were muted a second ago, still testing stuff out.
Yeah, now we're back.
If y'all got songs y'all want us to play, comments, might talk about some of the clients I've got coming up in this week. I'm shooting some more videos today. For some of y'all, maybe the last day of school. I've got to finish turning in grades today, submit grades for some of my students today. But again, we'll start doing this we're thinking like 10 a.m., 10, 11 a.m. every Monday. Send any questions y'all got throughout the week.
And getting it in. Oh, and then I said, we were talking, I think, again, I'm thinking of the stuff. When we had a whole conversation that we talked about before, but we finna bring it back. So we were talking about Drupal. I mentioned, so I just got back from Stanford. I was out there last week, Wednesday to Saturday. I was staying at this place called the Citizen M, which is a dope hotel. If you get a chance to go to those, the Citizen M in Menlo Park, right next to Facebook's campus. That was right next to Meta campus. Like, look out my window is Meta. You know what I'm saying? Like a huge campus. And stayed there. They got a lot of dope stuff. And we went to what's called Stanford Web Camp. And it's a free camp that we held. I helped be an organizer. It's at Stanford. There's sessions, all things the web.
And for some that don't know, where is Stanford?
Stanford is in California.
Whoa.
It's actually in between. It's like south of San Francisco, so it's in the Bay Area.
Wow, okay.
It's really right in between San Jose and San Francisco.
So a nice part of California.
So it's nice out there.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of? Have y'all heard of Silicon Valley?
Oh yeah.
You know Silicon Valley?
Oh yeah.
That's where it's at.
Nice.
It is Silicon Valley. Palo Alto is where a lot of companies were and stuff like that. And so that's where Stanford is located. It's in the heart of it. And the reason why Silicon Valley is by Stanford is because a lot of people from the Silicon Valley went to Stanford, GSB, or, had connections in that area. So that naturally that's where it built. And then the silicon is the chips, the microchips in the computers.
Not just Apple, but just any
Apple, any chips.
Yeah.
Like now, like the silicon chips that you hear that Apple released, but before that, just the general microchip is on a piece of silicon. And so they called it the Valley because most of the companies who built the chips are out in the areas, San Jose. And then, before that was the Intels, and, that was Intel dominated for years until recently when NVIDIA came and roared out of nowhere with the AI chips. It was started with the CPU. Now the GPUs is the big deal. Let me see if I can share my screen too. I'm gonna try to
something you may be able to tap onto later. Just kind of a general question: do you still think it's necessary for not necessarily just artists, but people to have their own website? Do you think that it is still something that is
it's going to be even more. It's going to be even more valuable to have your own website because like you can have control. Like the age of right now, what's the most valuable things in the world right now is data. So if you don't own your website, whoever you're using is capturing the data. So basically it's like they're getting the first line value. So like finding ways to be independent, it's just like independence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the independent artist, you have more control. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, then you don't have control. So this is where it's at. Stanford is right here. Again,
that's cool. You can share the screen like that. That looks good.
Yeah, San Mateo, San Francisco is this way. San Jose is down here.
Oh yeah.
And then when you're on the campus, down here, they got all the things. Stanford is like a school they actually got 7 schools. It's like a huge thing. Like people like this. Wow. It's not like a small school. Like they got 7 different schools within Stanford: Graduate School of Medicine, Engineering, School of Sustainability, Law, Graduate School of Business, Graduate School of Education, and then School of Humanities and Sciences. Most of the schools are graduate schools, which means people have already did 4 years of college and then they're going to graduate school. And then if you're doing your first 4 years, you're typically in the School of Humanities and Sciences, picking a different major, anything from math to economics to African-American arts and studies, Iranian studies, it's Buddhist studies. It's so many, the list goes on. We have a platform that's built using Drupal, as I mentioned. And Drupal is an open source content management system. Let me see if I can pull that up right here. The web's most powerful open source CMS. A lot of universities use this. The NBA used Drupal as a platform for all of the NBA sites for like 10 years, whitehouse.gov.
And I don't have to have coding experience to get started with it.
Well, so there's so many layers and levels to it where like you can be involved with Drupal with no coding experience at all. And like one of the things, and now they even have a bigger push to like roll out this Drupal CMS where you can, out of the box do it with no coding. Of course, you have people who develop on Drupal and add to the core Drupal software.
Oh yeah.
They know PHP, they're coding, they're developing. You got people who work on sites that know front-end development, HTML, CSS. But then there's people called site builders too, where once you have a Drupal site set up, you can log in and do a lot of powerful stuff with no code. And then even right now, they're leveraging stuff where you can create your AI agents and you can plug in the AI where once you set it up, you can have where like, if you connect with one of the models and then you can have it like create a title for you or like create summary.
Right back. Y'all let one of our guests in real quick.
Cool. Yeah, we got to get
what's our guest name?
Rob J. He pulling up on me.
We got Rob
J 10X. I told him to pull up. He brought some gifts and trying to see what's happening. So yeah, Drupal CMS is what we did, and then I was telling Will where I went last weekend with Stanford Web Camp, where we talked about the web. There was a lot of talk about AI at Stanford, how to use AI. I did a presentation on this thing. We built a dashboard for our platform, so I talked through that. But man, it was dope being able to talk at Stanford and just speak and just get that opportunity. Like I mentioned, man, I went to Prairie View A&M University, the best HBCU in the land, one of the best universities you could go to prepare a young black man like myself for the real world. So, but being having the opportunity to be at Stanford is still dope. Like they are doing some worldwide.
That's a very respected college,
respected brand, respected name. And so, man, I got nothing but gratitude and appreciation for the opportunity to get going and take have my skills showcased over there. So yeah, what did Rob come in? Was he there?
He's in his car.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Mm-hmm. You gave him the heads up. Let him know what's up. Cool. So that's us at Stanford Web Camp.
Yeah, and again, y'all, this is just our first episode. We trying stuff out.
Yeah. So
glad everything's working.
Let me pull up here and just show.
Sharing the screen.
That is Drupal. Again, Stanford Web Camp. A few weeks ago, I went to Drupal Con, which is like every year. They have
people probably heard of TwitchCon and stuff like that.
It's a lot of platforms will have a community conference. So Drupal is big on the community. So they have like a community of people who use Drupal, who build on Drupal. This was like a big picture from everybody who was there. 1,300 attendees, 4 days summit. I spoke at this conference as well. And then after that, we also did a summit for college students to like first time in Drupal. Did a conference. I want to do a conference. I want to do like a Drupal in a day thing out here too, where it's just take a day, teach Drupal, kind of teach the background. So that's something you all could be looking at. But we're looking for that. I think that's something that we plan on doing, that we've been talking about what type of seminars, trainings, sessions we might start doing out of the lab.
Yeah, again, artists, if you have website questions, management questions, LLC questions,
yes sir,
anything like that. That's what we've got this show going for.
That's what we're here for. I'm just going through seeing what I can. Like I said, we trying stuff out again, man. Websites. So I still create websites. I'm gonna just go through a few recently. This one I still manage that we developed for Rexshot Records.
There's a preview of what some of y'all could be having, man. Y'all need y'all's own websites.
Yeah, so we got it pulling in where the latest music you can get to directly, and then I'm pulling in some of their socials. So just this stays updated with content that they create.
And was this designed on Drupal?
This is actually WordPress.
WordPress
site. My career, and I was telling somebody this week, man, it's been a parallel for like the last however many years I've been in this. My career, my jobs, I've been working using Drupal, and then when I'm developing sites for artists or small businesses and things like that, I've been using WordPress.
Ever since I've known you, you used WordPress. Drupal is newer in addition to what you've been using.
Yeah. But now I say it's been both. I know.
True.
You probably heard
because you had the music video.
But I probably talked more about. I probably talked to you more about WordPress.
Yeah, and I've used
with the music, and then I usually, like I said, universities, more of large scale companies or organizations when I'm pulling Drupal out. So that's a WordPress site there. Man, if anybody looking for a saxophone player, Kinfolk right here.
Studio or live?
Yeah, Lloyd, he was live or studio.
Saxophone players.
Live or studio, LloydHughes.org. Yeah, Kinfolk is wild with it, boy. But definitely we looking to try to get in the lab to play on new for producers. If you got R&B singers, if you're interested,
those are some things we're doing. Yeah, right now too, I'm just showing y'all sites and then shouting out some partners and people I work with. We Service Unlimited. Gotta throw that out there.
Oh yeah.
If you
We Service Unlimited.
If you need roofing, HVAC, any commercial residential property work, give us a call. Go to the website, get a free quote, submit your information. We'll get you taken care of. You know what I mean? That same thing on all the socials and platforms too. But we did that site as well.
It looks nice, yeah. Do they come to you with an idea, or you're kind of having to go with just notes that they give you? Or
sometimes I go through notes. Sometimes they give ideas.
Mm-hmm.
The company that we do this under is H3 Tech Solutions. That's the company that we're doing websites under. But usually people come with anything. If you come with an idea, if you write some stuff down on a piece of paper, if you scribble your thoughts, we'll turn it into something. And people say, I know right now, hey, if you find a tool online, or if you could leverage AI, or you could leverage something to develop a site or a platform and do something for you, do that. Yeah, and then when you hit a wall and you can't get to exactly where you want to go, give us a call, because we'll get you home and
or tune in on Mondays and ask your questions.
Tune in on Mondays and ask your questions. Also, be lookout for those workshops and those classes and things of that nature. But we're here trying to help out where we can, because that's what we do.
And like you said, we're shooting these new video series, so y'all tune in later today, dropping more videos on the YouTube. I'm trying to be consistent with dropping videos, and obviously, still doing our normal sessions.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna drop that. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find out some footage. Yeah, well, what I'm recording on this on mine, I got the Osmo plugged up. Hold on, I got the Pocket 3 plugged up.
Oh man, it look crispy, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, there you go. 10X. What's up, man? Going down. Hey, we got 10X in the building.
Hey, what's up, man? It's my first time being on
talking to the chat.
Oh, okay. Where man, I'm learning in real time. I don't even know where. The camera.
Yeah, we got one camera right here. That's the Pocket 3 plugged up. Yeah, he got the camera up there, plugged up over there.
Oh, okay.
And then we're running off the StreamYard through here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sir. What you pulled up with? What kind of what little you got some books, you got some materials?
Yeah, man, I got I'm working on that Vintage Text Connect. I really want to start popping more. I've been picking up a bunch of just.
Hey, when it comes to flipping products and getting stuff, you know what I mean? Like, hey, the person for that is here. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name?
If you want, it's Rob J. 10X.
J.
Yep. And this by the summertime, man, I should be having for those who want to learn how to do it, man. Maybe you got kids or summer jobs.
Let's see what man. Because hey, he know me, man. I'm the type that want to have a whole library at the crib. So
yeah,
he brought one right here. I don't know if y'all know Eldridge Cleaver. You know what I mean? That's key right here.
Yeah, that's the brick right there.
This is the brick. You know what I mean?
The Eldridge Cleaver.
Ice and Fire. You feel me? This right here is a classic. I definitely know that.
What are the names? I'll type. What is it?
Yeah, Eldridge Cleaver.
Ice and Fire.
Yeah, Ice and Fire. I might need to drop my Amazon link, man.
Like, hey, you think
he can get this?
Yeah. You think he was the most successful writer out of the Panthers?
Yeah, Black Panther. That's if you're familiar with the American Black Panthers, you know what I mean? The story of the revolutionary group.
I think he shot somebody.
I think Ice and Fire might be one of they had authors in Black Panthers, and this was one of the top authors, and that Ice and Fire was one of the top books for sure.
Yeah. I think he had that Tupac pen.
His thing. Man, Pac followed a lot of these guys. Like this is like if you ever know Tupac's revolutionary side, a lot of it came from guys like the Eldridge Cleaver. You know what I mean? Speaking on the people and getting it done. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got that. What else we got over here? Gordon Parks, photographer.
Yeah, hey, you don't want to put me up on him. I had it. I didn't know who exactly he was.
Yes, sir. If I'm not mistaken, he shot the picture for Emmett Till, the Emmett Till open casket joint. If I'm not mistaken, might want to look that up to confirm, but I'm pretty sure he was a crazy.
Do y'all prefer physical books opposed to digital books and all that?
See, I'm not gonna lie. If you're not up on Libby either, like
Libby, yep, the free library app, yep. Who's on Libby?
Yeah, I'm definitely digital book. I love a digital book. I love an audio book.
Yeah,
you know
okay,
what I mean?
Okay. In the car, or where do you listen to audiobooks?
Working out.
Okay, yeah.
I work remote, so I don't have no commute, so I can't listen while I'm riding. so I'm listening to the audio book while I'm at the gym, or you know what I'm saying, while I'm cutting the yard. That's been my main thing. But at the same time, it's nothing like holding a physical book, bro. Like holding the brick in hand, you know what I'm saying? Smelling the brick as it is.
I like to. I used to feel the same way. Like, man, I gotta touch them. But now it's like, how did the information get in there, man?
How did it get in there?
You want to snort it? You want to smoke it? You want to drink it?
Yes, sir. Hey, boys don't know this that Raising in the Sun, you feel me? Hey, Raising the Sun is just a classic story. I need to figure out who wrote that joint.
I saw that on I saw
Lorraine is it Lorraine Hansberry?
That name sound familiar. I saw Fantasia on Broadway.
Yeah, a lot of people have played Raising. Sidney Poitier.
For real?
Yeah, it's a lot of people like playing the lead character in a Raising in the Sun is like was like a rite of passage. You feel me? Like that's when you know you did something. That's how like a lot of the top actors. See, people don't know the Danny Glover, the Esther Rose. They know them from TV, but they really put a lot of time on Broadway and in plays and really working their craft.
Yeah, a lot of that's one thing I've regret about how things have evolved a little bit now is because a lot of the black creators used to do things at the purest level. You know, even with the writing, like it wasn't a guy. Langston Hughes got short stories, like 3-page short stories. You can read
For sure.
So we really would come into things and we would like not just gonna write a book. This guy would did newsletters first. He did short stories. He would the
whole form.
Yeah, so it was like a certain body of work type of thing. And a lot of times they always did things at the purest level. It wasn't just the clout, or the
chasing the clout. Do you think that's similar? Well, I think the clout with the clout aside, but is that like if I'm rapping, I can rap, I might act, I might do content. Like, is that equivalent to I'm doing short stories, I'm writing a novel? You know what I'm saying?
To me, that would be the rap version. That would be like I rap. And I could go freestyle with that, I battle rap, man. I don't think we ever had. We had a mainstream and who battle raps. That I don't think nobody pulled it off.
Cassidy might have been the closest to try to do both. I think maybe a Cassidy.
Yeah, it's too much on the line to be risking the battle when you got a hit record out, man. Like I'm not gonna have a number one record just for you to tell about how my mom's house will get shot up, like be lost, man. Charlie clips of somebody be destroyed your whole promo run, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Over here to
where do you get your book? You read them just from public library or?
For personal wise, I'll go to the library. When I'm just like sourcing, I'm usually just going to estate sales. Outlets. A lot of churches have stores associated with them, and it's a thin line between vintage and old. So there's a lot of research that goes into really being able to kind of spot the difference. With my number one selling product is actually Bibles. I sell more of those than anything else. And the Bible world is actually the Bible game is not that different from the sneaker world. Just like you got these are exclusive Travis Scotts that have the check backwards. It's the same thing in the Bible world. It might be like this is a rare Zondervan large print NIV from 1975 leather bound. They might have only did a certain amount that year. That might be worth $100, $150. Biggest one I saw was they used to have a outlet on Gessner. The guy who put me up on this, we was in there and he grabbed one of those like the Catholic Bibles sometimes they'll be like 11 by 19. He grabbed one of them, man, put that thing on offer for $3,000. So yes, it's some crazy.
I'm gonna drop. I said I might look at some footage. I'm playing around with StreamYard too. They say I can add footage, right?
Like show something while you streaming.
Yeah. This was from
That's cool.
in Stanford. They had a Department of African American Studies. They got a new building.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. No worries.
Black words stand So that that picture on the wall back there, what they said happened 4 days after King died. They were having like the provost of Stanford was having like we want to have a consortium of people to come meet and talk about like how to fight racism. Mm-hmm. But they didn't invite none of the students, you know what I'm saying? No black, like so they stormed the meeting and grabbed the mic and made some demands. Like we want better treatment for more faculty, better treatment for black students, a place for them to congregate, this and that.
It's so hard to know what's going on the campus without being there. But I wonder, I would think about that, if that revolutionary spirit is still there. One thing about fam, we'll go to the Capitol and sit in. Like if we
still there, bro. I think
they still moving like that.
It's a student style thing. Like students move like that.
Okay.
And like I think so. I think that's always been, in history, that's always been the main revolutionary. Like that's been where the revolutionaries start from is at the campus.
But now you have like the was that not the what I forgot? Was it Air Spring? We have those counterculture movements that are now pop off on a Facebook or on a digital medium. I hope it haven't tempered down just the whole.
So we're now
the whole recognition of just being.
We are headed back to Stanford Web Camp.
No, for sure.
See what's going on here.
Y'all still streaming? Or
yeah, we streaming. I was just showing.
Oh yeah, we sharing screen. Multitasking.
This was at Stanford Web Camp. Like where we presented at is a building called Tressiter.
Stanford architecture looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was that building nice. I like the way the way that drop you kind of see.
UT campus throw.
I like UT, man. I also would say certain buildings, man, because there's certain buildings at Stanford that was old. Where like when I went to see Will at ACC at St. Jack, I was like, man, this building live.
Oh yeah, that was one of the brand new buildings.
They won't believe I was here.
Oh yeah, money's going into college for sure.
Hey, I'll tell y'all, a campus that shocked me is one of the best looking college campuses I've ever seen in my life, man. Lynchburg, Virginia, Liberty University.
I believe it.
Yeah, well, man, that thing looked like they built it yesterday. Like it was unbelievable. Did you see that movie that was on Netflix? And it was about the guy. He was the president there, and his wife had a little swinger thing with the pool guy.
No, I didn't see that.
Man,
now that's interesting.
Yeah, man. So look at Liberty, and the crazy thing about it, Liberty has a no alcohol pop. Like students, no alcohol and no what's it called, fraternizing. Like if you can't sleep with each other, right? So it comes out that they both have, their thing going on. The guy's father, one of these Southern evangelists, their claim to fame was he was the first guy to really get on that phone with the offerings and the donations. Mm-hmm. He was the best fundraiser out of everybody. It might be Billy. What's one of those guys? But yeah, man, that school they built was incredible, man.
I'm trying to pull. I was gonna give you a sneak peek from a few weeks ago at DrupalCon.
Oh, sweet.
They had a so some of these people like Enrique was great because he was like a moderator.
Okay. This is actually a video though. This is video. Y'all want to say anything? It's a video. See you in Orlando. Hold on. We can take a photo though. We can take a photo.
Next year, DrupalCon is in Orlando.
Oh, sweet.
It's in Orlando. Yeah, that's cool. Hold on. I want to remove that. Yeah, I'm trying to. Like I said, I'm just.
Yeah, we just showing y'all footage, trying stuff out.
Footage.
Sharing screens.
Sharing my screen.
StreamYard. Shout out StreamYard.
How can I add another? Is that present? Okay.
So most of the time when you see people streaming, do they have a format or do they have like a, hey, we do talk about this from this to this? Or
There's not a formula. It's whatever. Some people wing it. Some people act like they wing it. Some people have it scripted out.
We started off just kind of giving the background of where we've been at, and
we started off muted.
Yeah, we started off muted. Yeah.
Then
from there, we worked out. We worked our way back. We worked our way back in the mix to then. So now it's definitely not one I wanted to show. Let me see, video file. There's one clip. There's a longer clip I wanted to show, but I can't find that one. Yeah, and that's from the Drupal.
Man, Raven Simone lost some weight.
Probably on that.
Man, it's amazing, like how. It's amazing how much what a weight loss change. Man, she looks
Yeah, so we just been cooling, man. Can you pull up music on there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can
pull up the Working Man track, man. I just want to let Rob here see if we can play it on the stream. Let me remove this from the stage. Remove that from studio. Remove that from studio. Oh, he sent it to me.
Let me play it.
Yeah. Go ahead and play it real quick.
Give you a little unreleased preview. Video coming soon. Shot a video for us.
I'm out of sight on the road day and night, taking flight, making sure you never cold. Warm bed, roof overhead, closet full of clothes, plenty bread, staying fed, direct deposit, money grows. High yield savings gon' return 3 to 5%. And I bought my own home, so I pay nobody rent. Some of this is heaven sent, the rest of it is all grind. Either way, it's not for play. I'ma need all mine. Every penny, every nickel, every dollar, all dimes, add it up, make it work. I'm clocking in at all times. Stocks, crypto, retirement portfolio, taking trips overseas. We going where the holy go. I put this on Antonio. Read MIC. It's all about the family and taking care of my needs, but still getting what I want and doing what I wanna. With 2 degrees and a high school diploma.
Yeah.
Quick one. It's called Working Man.
Yeah, man. I think that story still, man. I think it's a lot of green pasture in the rap game. I mean, as far as like in things that really have yet to be touched on, you know, musically and artistically. And a lot of it is really like success. Like the only success story hip hop really has told is the exuberant one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, having a successful family is, you know what I'm saying, having a healthy child, like I still feel like
space.
yeah, like a space for that, like just the simple things, and it's a space for like really like that's still another triumphant overcoming too. Like, you know, people think it's so amazing that someone made it off a block, you know, making ends meet. I think it's even more amazing that somebody takes advantage of an opportunity and go get a $100,000 education. Like, that's more amazing to me. Like, so it might
be more rare. You know what I'm saying? A lot more people who made it in the street.
Yeah,
so sometimes too, if you add up the street value, I mean, it's people getting some money in the street. You feel me? But I think that's rare to have a longevity. Like, but it's glorified, like it happens more. You know what I'm saying? But if you start thinking about the losses that could be taken or the losses that get taken, and you start adding it up, it's not as glorious as it may seem to be. You know what I mean? Like,
and then with that, and then the representation, you know, it's one of those things where, like, it tells the stories of, you know, the outliers as the commonality, and then vice versa. Like, you know, when it comes to like colleges or educate, some of the things that, you know, are a little bit more of a safer net, it tells the outliers of that to validate risk.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone who went to college, he worked there, just so like, first off, you know, college is not exclusively about, you know, whether at any point in time a person is going to be working where you work. You know, it's a lot of things college, the network, learning how to learn, you know, and that's one of the things I think people, and that's actually what's being exposed right now with AI, is the people who actually are dominant, they are people who know how to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody else is just tinkering, you know, like,
sure.
You know, or turning their nose up at it, like, we don't mess with that, whatever, like, okay, like, don't mess with it. Like, it's like, hey, I don't drive on freeways, man. Like, all right.
And you don't have to, but you know, you're gonna be there. You're not gonna get there as fast.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I always say that about the school and about the university. Like, you don't have to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's routes for everything. The college route is a proven route, though. So there's our route, you know what I'm saying, that will get you to certain places. That will open up certain doors. It's just like a tool set. Like, I'm pretty sure Will could have learned audio engineering at his mom's house.
Oh yeah, YouTube, a lot of YouTube university. Yeah.
But for him going there,
contacts,
I think it opened up the opportunity
for sure
to teach
connections
for the last 10 years.
I've got engineers out of it.
And there's a certain level
hands-on
of
experience you can't replace.
Professionalism, a certain level of exposure, a certain level of, you know, it's like I could, just like hooping. Like, yeah, you could go to the park every day and try to hoop, but if you want to make it to the NBA, there's actually some structure that you have to be used to, that you have to learn the way that game is played to get to that level. You know what I mean? So it's like, in one way or another, you got to put it in. So I feel like school is sometimes like an accelerator to get you around those same people that's trying to go to where you're going or get that leverage.
Well, and also for me, it's like I honestly didn't even know I wanted to do music until I went to school. Like, I just was like looking for something to do, and then it came into something like, oh yeah, I can make money from this. This is a career, keep me out of trouble. I mean, so it's like some people just need it to find what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. And also, man, like who you learn from. I mean, it's so big of a. I mean, it's so much of a cheat code.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when Cassidy was like trying to make beats, so he kind of tinkering around on his own, he would post them, and I mean, Cassidy, you know, with respect, you know, he can rhyme. Cassidy's probably the worst producer I ever heard in my life. Royce the 5'9" decides like his next project, he wants to produce it. He sat under Premiere for 4 months, and Royce the 5'9", like that album that he produced, did all the tracks. it sounds right equivalent to everything else that he made. Like so, like learning from the right person. I mean, you're talking about you can accelerate years. And then there's tips and tricks and ways of looking at things that people who are at a certain level of mastery can tell you. I watched Barry Bonds talk about baseball on All the Smoke, and I was like, dang, if I would have knew that when I was 12, I would have been, 25% better just off of a couple things that he said.
Facts.
I'm like no one ever said that before. If a catcher can catch it with a mitt, I can catch it with his bat. Why didn't no one tell me that?
Pops didn't know. So he couldn't whisper that in my ear, like you got to do this one thing, and that's there. Exactly, and a lot sometimes too it's the willingness to be open to listen for those things. You know what I mean? Somebody may have said it. We might not have been listening, you know what I'm saying, at the time, or like, the coach may have said something. So a lot of times it's like seeking out information or wanting to be a person to know. And then I still try to tell my son all the time. We talked about this the other day of like the smartest people want the more you know too is the smartest people know that they know the least. Like they know that they don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
know what they don't know.
Yeah. And I feel like in the grand scheme of things in life, like we actually know absolutely nothing. Like if you just think about the amount of knowledge and the times and like the deception of knowledge, like we don't know. We only know what we've been taught or exposed. You know what I mean? Like that's it. You only know what you've been exposed to. Yeah. Like so you don't know everything. Like it's no way. And some of the stuff you've been exposed to could be wrong when you heard it or wrong now. You could have learned something then. It was right when you learned it at the time, but time has changed. So that same thing, and that could be instantaneously. Like because a lot of times it's not that you know, but you formed an opinion or you formed a perspective of it.
And it gets tricky too, because as you start progressing and you become, it's like as you get deeper into knowledge, it becomes, in my opinion, becomes more and more like humbling. But then when you start talking to people who are maybe infants or don't even really start, they have the most concrete, staunch views. So it's almost like you practicing maybe more, you evolve into scholar tendencies, and it's really weird because now you're talking to somebody who you've read infinitely more, studied more than them, but they were like, well, so like my cause he's talking the night up, think about religion, man. How I'm gonna believe a Bible and they took 2,000 books out of it, and it's written by King James, who after that he wrote a book about the death. I said, well, Doc, cause I think it wasn't 2,000 books taken out of it. I never heard that number 2,000. I don't
know where that number came from.
Yeah, and I was like, the way the Bible was assembled, there was a council, and this council they debated on what would be canonized text, if I remember correctly. No, but then King James right there. I'm like, to my knowledge, King James didn't act like you can read Bibles, it'll tell you who wrote a lot of the books. Like, for example, James is believed to be Jesus's younger sibling, right? So we do know who a lot of the authors were, but I mean, like, he's staunch on this. I literally took classes on this. I took religion, you know what I'm saying? But like, so everything.
Don't let them have heard something that somebody said on YouTube that you for sure wrong.
I mean, how man?
I saw it on TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, that TikTok the worst. But then I'm listening with so much, trying to be so much of a scholar. I gotta acknowledge when he's right. But he don't even know why he's right. He be like, yeah, man, because even the guys, one say this, one say that. I say, yeah, you are right. That's the synoptic problem. So that's what it is. So they try to see if it's market priority or if it's, then they took. I said, well, because some of the books people believe to have less credibility to be, let's say we're going to put together an official DJ Screw catalog. We can all agree, we all know June 27th, that's a canonized tape. But what if I threw my screw in there and say this that raw screw? How do we know which ones actually came? Wouldn't we have to get with some people, from different areas? So, but man, you gotta
even on June 27th, if you think about that, right? right? Say if somebody said that's the best screw tape of all time, but it's missing who people would also consider the best people ever on a screw tape at all time, right? Like there's no Lil Kiki, there's no Fat Pat, the Mike D's. Like it's a lot of people who aren't on the tape that it'll be hard to say this is the best tape, right? Yeah. Like if you came in historically, that's like if you're reading a chapter of the book, like, okay, these are the best apostles, they got the best, they the livest ones for Christ, but they not even in the book. Yeah, it's like the livest chapter that people calling out. You know what I mean? And it's like if you don't look at it holistically, you really can't get the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can come in June 27th, DJ Screw, this and that. You know, remember, I don't know, people for years people were saying that was Screw birthday. Yeah. Like at first people were saying June 27th was Screw birthday, not knowing it's Demo birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so it's like there was people who was like, man, people was arguing down. No, that's Screw birthday. No, bro.
Man, hey, that's a pretty cool nugget, man. Insight over there, man. Because like, you know that culture and like how things are preserved and how things could be even misremembered, like a birthday that quick. Where it's like, but some of the stuff too, though, is like I noticed some people just have a skeptic heart, you know. Because how a book gonna be read? The man ain't write it down. Well, I'm like, bro, Socrates didn't write anything down. Socrates wrote nothing. We know Socrates today because he didn't have maybe Plato, Aristotle wouldn't be disciples, but his understudy, just like for the most part, anybody that was great in that time was gonna have somebody around learning. They wrote it down. Like it's not that far fetched of an idea that a man walking around that is pretty much creating a ruckus and doing amazing things. Somebody was there repeating the story.
Yeah, because I mean that's how.
Go ahead.
Before the written word, the way knowledge was transferred was through just verbalizing and telling stories. You know what I'm saying? Through stories, through songs, through things of that nature. Like they did at one point, they didn't write stuff down. You know what I mean? It wasn't I think when they start writing stuff down, people had an issue with it. Like just like it's always an issue with anything new. There's gonna be
it's a lost art. Now I have to constantly tell my students to be writing and taking notes because they just think they can just remember it or they can just pull their phone out and get the question answered. So it's like almost like a lost art to take good notes that you can look back on and remember stuff from.
Man, you know, writing is an interesting thing, man, because I believe like the written word is the most misinterpreted form of communication. It doesn't have any sound to it. It doesn't have any, you know, that like a guy could be like joke. Like let's say, okay, I brought over these. I brought this over. You were gonna buy this for $20 right now. I went outside and I might have went outside and I said, somebody called me and needed me to send them $20 and I don't have anything in my cash app and I remember you're gonna send this. That might be written, hey yo, shoot me that 20, man. I need to now that might sound like in my mind, hey yo, can you shoot me that 20? I need to forward this over. This how it might be read. Hey yo, shoot me that 20. Bro, I'm gonna get you your money. You're like, bro, I'm not sure. Like, you know, it's like there's no tone. It's no.
Yeah, you have to put your own.
Yeah, you know, they don't read it. And a person
something's in bold. You're like, what are you yelling? You know.
Yeah, so it's like that gets real. Like, especially when you're dealing with the opposite sex, man. I try to minimize
get the confusion. Yeah, man. I know it at 12:10. I got a call, so we might.
For sure, this has been great.
Episode
this is
1
great.
On the Lab 4-5 Monday morning mix or Monday morning Mixdown. We're gonna nail down the name, but we're gonna stay consistent. We'll be back again next Monday, same time, around the same time, before noon.
And we're gonna do something different. This Saturday, we're gonna do our Guns Down streams up on Saturday with the fight, UFC fight watch along. We're gonna watch the fight and do our Guns Down stream up thing. So this Saturday at 9, y'all tune in.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Will, again, the Lab 4-5.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. This was our first go around at this. We'll see y'all later this week.
So what do you